This is the SoundMat 3 Plus system, as specified and supplied by the Soundproofing store. The SoundMat 3 Plus is a high-performance overlay mat designed to reduce both airborne noise and impact vibration. The first problem to address with most floors is the cavity space below the subfloor, between the timber joists. This cavity space acts as a sealed chamber. Any sound that gets into this chamber will echo, resonate, and amplify. By installing an acoustic mineral wool insulation between the timber joists, we absorb the sound within the cavity space and stop the sound from resonating and amplifying. This step does require removing the subfloor boards, but will give you a better result. The next step is to install our sound mats on top of the subfloor. In this case, we're using our highest performance 15mm SoundMat 3 Plus. The SoundMat 3 Plus is made up of 2 layers of mass-loaded vinyl, which adds a great deal of mass to the floor to block airborne sound. These layers sandwich a third layer of 9mm high-quality closed-cell foam. This foam compresses underfoot with a superior compression and spring-back ratio to absorb impact vibration from things like footfall and moving furniture. The sound mats are very easily installed by either loose laying or bonding to the subfloor in a brick bond pattern. We then tape over the butt joints to seal any air gaps and minimize movement. When installing for carpet, we must first install our carpet gripper risers around the perimeter of the room. This is to allow you to fix your carpet gripper rods without fixing through the sound mats. They also raise the gripper rods to the correct height for the sound mats, and finally add soundproofing around the perimeter area so you do not get a weakness under the gripper rods. Now loose lay or bond the mats in brick bond pattern and tape over the joints to seal. Now you can install your carpet gripper rods, fixing through the rod, through the riser and into the subfloor. Your carpet can now be installed directly on top, using the sound mat as an underlay. There is no need for a secondary underlay to be installed. Loose lay or bond the sound mats in brick bond pattern and tape over the joints to seal. We seal around the perimeter with an acoustic sealant to make sure there are no air gaps. A 6mm ply must now be bonded on top of the sound mat in brick bond pattern. This will give your floor finish a stable base to be installed on. Your floor finish can now be installed on top. Loose lay or bond the sound mats in brick bond pattern and tape the joints to seal. We seal around the perimeter with an acoustic sealant to make sure there are no air gaps. A 12mm ply or chipboard must now be bonded on top of the sound mats in brick bond pattern. This will give your floor finish a stable base to be installed on to avoid cracking or damage. Your tiles can now be installed on top, following the manufacturer's instructions. Loose lay or bond the sound mats in brick bond pattern and tape the joints to seal. We seal around the perimeter with an acoustic sealant to make sure there are no air gaps. Your floorboards can now be installed directly on top of the sound mats by either bonding, loose laid or tongue and groove. Do not nail or screw through into the sound mats.